another important story to discuss also. And this may not have the same connect with the viewer emotionally, but it is one of national importance. Viewers, the hypocrisy of the India alliance tonight deserves a prime time dismantling. These self-styled secularists are baying for the Modi government's blood. Why? Because we didn't condemn Israel and, viewers, unconditionally back Iran. Pinarayi Vijayan on the 14th of June says the entire international community must speak out to end the reckless and unlawful aggression of Israel against Iran, backed by the complicit support of the imperialist power bloc led by the United States. Israel continues its brazen and belligerent assault across West Asia, unquote. Jairam Ramesh, Congress spokesperson, says Israel can attack Iran, but that Iran should exercise restraint and not climb the escalatory ladder. Have we been reduced to being an abject apologist for Israel? We cannot, he means the Modi government, we cannot even condemn Israel's attacks on the targeted assassinations in Iran, unquote. Even Pakistan, yes, Pakistan has quietly dumped Tehran and the so-called Muslim Ummah to cozy up to America, viewers. In fact, Pakistan Army Chief General Munir broke none with Donald Trump in New York while the Ummah burnt. Munir has aligned with Trump, viewers, as US seeks and helps Israel pulverize Iran. Munir refuses to condemn America for Israel's war on Iran. Trump-Munir meet reinforces Iran's isolation in West Asia. And Pak closes its borders with Iran for an indefinite period, so even refugees can't cross. So let's get this straight. The India alliance wants our government to grovel before the Ayatollahs, when even Pakistan is chasing dollars, not dogma. Yes, Iran, the same regime that slammed India's record on minorities, the same Iran whose proxies have destabilized West Asia. In 2019, Iran's Grand Ayatollah, Safi Golpayagni, condemned alleged human rights violations in Kashmir post the abrogation of 370. Iran is no friend of India. In 2024, in Kashmir contact group meetings, Iran voted along with Pakistan backing Kashmir's right to self-determination. Viewers, and we, the Congress and the left, invoke civilizational ties. 2024, Iran's supreme leader Ayatollah Khamenei alleged that Muslims were enduring suffering in India, viewers. Suffering. Fake news. To do what? To discredit our country, viewers. Iran backs Hamas and Hezbollah. Both Islamist groups have expressed solidarity with Pakistan over Kashmir. I always bring you the hard facts so you can get closer to the truth, viewers. In 2025, Iran backed OIC resolution criticizing India for its unfounded allegations post-Pahalgam against Pakistan. Tonight we ask, is this foreign policy criticism? Or is this just the usual anti-Modi tantrum wrapped up in a cafe of confusion? Let's ask this question, viewers. I want to begin with Ashutosh Mishra and Varis Pathan, the two most vocal spokespeople for the India bloc and for Muslim rights in this country, respectively. So, Ashutosh Mishra, what's going on here? You want us to unilaterally back Iran? Why, sir? When even Pakistan has dumped it. Kyun ji?
So that
you have a lot of love for Hezbollah?
just because Trump has hyphenated India and Pakistan and Modi, why does always Pakistan has to be your reference point in everything?
I'm just saying, look at the pragmatism of a Muslim brother. He says, no boss, we don't want a murderous brother, even though he himself is murderous. And you want us to support all the murderous brothers. Engage Pakistan, have dialogue with them, you know, and then also, of course, condemn Israel that has stood with us all through our history. For what? What favor has Iran done? You name me one favor that Iran has done. Name me one.
So So just let me bring you and the viewers up to date. Iran is a Shia country and Pakistan is a Sunni country. First of all, there is
No, no,
always a
no,
clash
no, no, no.
there.
There are
No,
Shias. There are enough Shias in. There are enough Shias in. There are enough Shias in Pakistan. And excuse me, sir. And Iran and Iran. No, no. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Iran also supports a large number of Sunni groups. Do you even know this?
And Pakistan benefits if Iran grows weaker. We will miss that connection, the port that we are trying to build at Chabahar, where India has invested a lot of money. Iran gives us access to Afghanistan. By getting weakening Iran and strengthening Pakistan.
Sir, we have had diplomatic ties now under this government with Israel for a while. It doesn't mean that Iran has given us the kick, has it? So why are you forcing Modi? No, actually, I'm beginning to tire of this stupid narrative. I'm sorry to use this word. It is very silly. Dr. Ranganathan, can you please explain to this young crusader for Iran here? Could you please?
Yes. How many words in that sentence of yours, Rahul, are wrong? Young crusader for rights. Let me begin with the first word.
Well, in a civilizational, in a civilizational time period, he's a very young person.
Yes. Agreed. No, he's a very dear friend, Ashutosh ji. But as far as your appending the statement that both Waris Pathan Saab, who again is a good friend, and Ashutosh ji are the champions of Muslim rights, nothing could be further away from the truth. I don't know about Ashutosh, but I know about Waris Pathan Saab. He is as far away from fighting for Muslim rights as Delhi is from Timbuktu. Otherwise, ask him, why does his party chief say that Ahmadiyas are not Muslims? There are more than 10 million Ahmadiyas in India. There are more than 3.5 million Ahmadiyas in Pakistan. They don't have the rights. And his party says Ahmadiyas are not Muslims at all. So they don't fight for Muslim rights. They are hypocrites. If they were fighting for Muslim rights, I ask another question. They are stomping on Israeli flags that people have pasted on the streets. All over Hyderabad, you can see this. They condemn Israel because they say it is against Muslim. Have you heard a squeak from Waris Pathan Saab? Have you heard him stomping on Chinese flag on roads pasted by them? Because China has right now interned 1.5 million Muslims in concentration camp, because China is feeding them pork, because China is forcibly sterilizing them, because China in the last 5 years has demolished 1700 mosques. लेकिन एक चू नहीं निकलता. तो प्लीज ये मत कहिए इनसे ज्यादा मुस्लिम राइट्स के लिए तो मैं लड़ रहा हूं. वारिस पठान साहब मुस्लिम हैं, ये क्लेम करते हैं, चलो मैं मान लेता हूं. लेकिन टू से दैट ही फाइट्स फॉर मुस्लिम्स, मुस्लिम राइट्स इज लाइक सेइंग तालिबान फाइट्स फॉर women's right. Now let me come to this situation. You are absolutely right. Iran is almost like Pakistan, a terror state, not quite being there. You can say it is a terror state returning from rehab. The kind of statements that the chief of the supreme leader Khamenei has made against India are for all to see. And I'm shocked that Waris Pathan Saab is actually supporting him. Did he not say that Muslims around the world must unite to fight for the freedom of oppressed Muslims of Kashmir? What does that mean? Do you think Iran is still our friend? Number two, Iran is a nuclear state or trying to be nuclear. And for a theocratic, oppressive, authoritarian state, one-party state that wants to wipe out its neighbors, it's not just that it's satisfied with having a nuclear power, nuclear state, and it wants to use it as a deterrent. It wants to aggressively use it. It has said many times it wants to wipe out Israel. How on earth can Waris Pathan Saab be okay with some country like Iran? It beats me, Rahul.
It beats you, it beats me. Waris bhai, can you explain why should we throw in our lot with Iran? Support Iran. Iran that in the Kashmir contact group meetings voted along with Pakistan backing the right to self-determination for Kashmir. Do you want Kashmir to be seceded from this country, sir? We should support a country that is doing that.
Well, Rahul, okay. Well, Rahul, I heard my very good friend Anand Raghunathan for almost more than 4 minutes. Patiently, I listened to him, and you never interrupted him, so I know that you won't even interject me when I am making my points. So basically, talking about the Iran and Israel war. Now, who started the war? Israel attacked Iran. And what did they say? They declared the war saying that it was for the nuclear program. Then it was for the change of regime. Then assassination of the leaders. And now Israel has again started bombing civilians and journalists like you who were present in the newsroom. He bombed the studio, one of the journalists. She got up, again after 15 minutes she came back. So this is what Israel is. Now you're talking about the other thing. Iran does not have nuke. Israel has a nuke. Iran signed the NPT. Israel doesn't. Iran allowed the IAEA inspectors into the country to have the inspection. Israel did not. So why nobody is asking questions to Israel? And what is Israel doing? What is Netanyahu doing? The butcher of Gaza, he massacred, killed, genocide, mass murderer. 55,000 Palestinians are till now killed by Netanyahu. People were starved, children were starved to death by Netanyahu. Even just today, one of the groups who were waiting to have the aid in Gaza, in Palestine, Netanyahu and Israel, they attacked him. They fired. 59 people have injured. They are recuperating in the hospital. 59 of them have lost their lives. So who is the butcher? Who is the mass murderer? And when we call Netanyahu as the hell of dog, people start screaming, yes, people, why do you call him? He is. We are, Anand, my friend.
No, 1 second. What is your point? No, what is your point? 1 second, 1 second.
Justice. We talk for minorities. We fought for our Dalit brothers.
Varis
Our
Pathan
point
Saab.
is simple. Why does nobody questions Israel?
Can I ask
Why
you?
does nobody question
Okay,
Israel?
Dr. Ranganathan
Israel does
wants
not
to
follow
ask you,
United Nations
and the
resolutions.
BJP national
Why
spokesperson wants to come in.
Why do you support Israel?
Okay, 1 second. Yes.
Why do you support Israel then? If Israel is committing genocide,
Sir,
why do you support
just for the
them?
record, India has said to both Israel and Iran, knock it off.
Israel
Stop
is
the war.
aggressor, Iran
We
is
have
the
not,
victim.
hello, we have not, in this particular instance, supported any of these two sides. But the Congress and people like you want us to take the side, and you say that you please side with Iran. Who is Iran? What has it done for us? That's the question
Side
I
with
asked you. You could
humanity.
answer that question. What
Side
humanity,
with
sir?
humanity.
Iran that wants
Side
to
with
break up
humanity.
India.
India is a
Iran that wants to
superpower.
break up India.
India
Yes,
has
Dr.
a power.
Ranganathan
India
responded.
can talk to America.
I want to bring in, right after that, the BJP national
Yes,
spokesperson.
वारिस साहब, आपको देखिए हमारी दोस्ती का वास्ता 3 मिनट आपको इंटरप्ट नहीं किया, आप भी मुझे इंटरप्ट नहीं किया, मैं 30 सेकंड लूंगा. नंबर 1, as expected, Varis Pathan Saab has labeled me as Islamophobe, bigot, whatever. This is not about Hindu Muslim. If and हम एक हैं. अभी ये देखिए जो डेलीगेशन गई है उसमें ओवैसी साहब थे कि नहीं थे?
I never spoke about Hindu
No,
Muslim.
no, one second. No,
I
no,
say
please,
Israel
please.
attacked Iran.
No,
So who's the aggressor and who's
please.
the victim? That is where I am.
Who's the aggressor? No, 1 second. 1 second. I just want to ask a question, if you allow me.
Israel is the
just 1
aggressor.
second. Varis
Israel is
Pathan,
the aggressor,
Varis
Iran is the
Pathan,
victim.
Varis Pathan, do you support the Houthis?
Yeah.
Yes? You support the Houthis?
I don't support
You
any.
don't. No, 1 second. Do you support yes or no?
See,
Do you yes or no?
Has Hamas declared terrorist organization by India?
Okay.
Has Hamas declared terrorist by India?
Wow.
Has Hamas been now till now?
Wow.
Declared terrorist by
Viewers, now listen to
I
this.
don't support terrorism.
Listen to this. Listen to this.
I
Listen
don't
to this.
justify terrorist activities.
Viewers,
but here, Israel is the
viewers,
aggressor killing innocent people in Palestine.
Viewers, 1
committing
second.
genocide
Viewers,
in
just
Palestine,
look at the
genocide in Gaza,
elasticity.
and now
Look at the
attacking
moral
Iran.
elasticity. Look at the moral elasticity. Tween Sinha.
We don't support
Tween
terrorist
Sinha.
activities. Don't support terrorism.
Houthis don't have anything to do with this country, but they have a lot to do with international terrorism, global terrorism. They attack, they kidnap, they attack ships, Indian ships, they kidnap Indian
we condemn
sailors.
terrorism.
Except, no, 1 second. But these people can't call them terrorists. You know why, viewers? Because Iran supports them. And you know why, viewers? They have an ideological connect with Iran because they think they're going to get a few votes. And there is an election that took place today in Kerala. That's why all the Kerala Congress leaders and all the left has been bleating their horns about supporting Iran.
Well, Rahul, this is despicable hypocrisy on the show, of course, by Varis Pathan, but generally by Congress Party on the entire issue. As far as India's stand is concerned, we are very clear. Iran is a decent, has been a decent friend for us in the last few years, but Israel is a partner which has always stood by us. And in a kinetic conflict, we don't take a stand. We are on the side of peace. But we are particularly appalled by the attitude of the Congress Party. This is a Congress Party which has gone against the stated position of India on numerous occasions just to demonize Israel. Do you recall that Priyanka Gandhi has used words like genocidal state for Israel? That is not the stated position of the Indian government. Barely 20 days after the terror attack in Israel on 7th October 2023, Khalid Mashal, an ex-Hamas chief, was platformed in Kerala, barely 100 kilometers from Wayanad, which used to then be the constituency of Rahul Gandhi. None of the Congress leaders protested. So we suspect that Congress's support for Palestine in general has always been a support for Hamas. And that is something which we are concerned about. Again,
Shocking.
I repeat, in none of the kinetic conflicts, India takes a
Palestinian cause is supported by India since long. Mahatma Gandhi supported the Palestinian cause. Atal Bihari Vajpayee supported the Palestinian cause.
Okay.
Even the
Dr.
We support the
Ranganathan.
Palestinian cause. No, let me clarify. Give me 20 seconds.
And we stand with the
we
Palestinian
support,
cause. India
no,
stands with Palestine.
Let me clarify this since this
One
is
second.
This is a very
India
very
stands with
important
Palestine.
point.
Yes,
Let me
let me
clarify
clarify
this
that
over here.
Okay, Varis
We
Pathan, 1 minute, let him clarify.
We support the just Palestine cause, but the thing is that you can't continue to support
what
the
I
just
say.
Palestine cause without unequivocally condemning
India
terrorism,
said
which
to
the
it to
Congress
Palestine.
party
Okay.
has failed.
Wonderful. Okay, Dr. Ranganathan, nuanced point
India
by
supports
Tuin Sinha.
Palestine, but you support Israel. That is the difficult.
Okay, he's a
There is
learned
difference
man.
between you and India, I think so.
One second.
India supports Palestine.
Dr. Ranganathan, yes.
Supports
It's a
Israel.
very simple question. I also, like Varis Pathan Saab, support the Palestinian cause. But unlike Varis Pathan, I don't support Hamas. Now I want to ask him, Varis Pathan Saab, tell me point blank, do you think Hamas is a terror organization? Yes or no?
Whether India has declared Hamas as a
Okay.
terror organization, if the day India
What do
declares
you
Hamas
think?
as a terror
India
organization,
is under
Varis
no
Pathan will be
obligation
the
to
first
do that
person to
because
say, okay,
India
Hamas
is
is a terrorist
unimpacted
organization.
over
here.
If
Very easy to
India
explain.
declares Hamas as a terrorist
Easy
organization,
to explain.
I'll be the first person, my
India
friend
is
Anand Ranganathan,
unimpacted
and
by
we will
Hamas,
also
so
say, okay,
India
Hamas
has-
is
So
terrorist
India
has
has
organization.
not
nothing to do
declared
with
Al Qaeda as a
whether
terror
it
organization
declares
also.
terrorism.
Do you
Why
think
should I?
Al
Who am
Qaeda is not a
I?
terror
I am not a
organization?
diplomat. I am not a diplomat. I am not a diplomat. Whosoever commits terror activities is terrorist.
No,
Whether
no,
Israel
Varis
or
Pathan,
Hamas. If Israel
Varis
is
Pathan-
committing such kind of activities on Palestinians
Varis
and the people
Pathan.
of Gaza, very well we can say Israel is a terrorist state. Very well we can say Israel
Varis
is a
Pathan,
terrorist state.
Varis
and
Pathan,
Netanyahu in the Hall of
you
God is a mass murderer.
support the
He's a war
Palestinian people,
criminal.
right?
I
You
will go
support
step
the
forward.
Palestinian people. You know what Hamas does to Palestinian
No,
people?
he supports Varis
India
supports
also
one second.
Hamas.
One second. No, one
Varis
second.
supports
I'm asking you,
Hamas.
if you support, if
Did
you
I
have
say-
such love, one
did I-
second. If you have such love, one
Palestinians,
second,
we
one second,
support
one
the
second. Let me
Palestinian
just come in
cause,
with
yes.
facts here. 3 facts, viewers. 3 facts. If you support, if these people support, they love the Palestinian people, right? They could never support Hamas. Why, viewers? Because Hamas was elected by the Palestinian people but immediately turned autocratic, suspended elections, democracy, carried out summary executions of their opponents, persecuted intellectual Palestinians, killed dissidents, murdered children, women, and young men who demanded greater freedoms, transparency, and democracy. Now, viewers, you tell me, isn't that the classic definition of a totalitarian terrorizing state? In my book, it is. It's so easy, Dr. Ranganathan, it's so easy to draw that distinction very quickly.
No, you see, Varis Pathan Saab has been caught like a rabbit in front of headlights. I asked him a point blank question. He's now suddenly takes the garb of protection of India. So if India doesn't declare any person as a terrorist, Pathan Saab doesn't have the guts to say that person is terrorist. Number 2, Pathan Saab has not yet condemned China.
Do you have the guts to
for
declare
interning
Israel as a
1.5
terrorist
million
state?
Muslims in
Do you have the
concentration
guts to
camps?
condemn Israel?
Okay, viewers, the
committing atrocities of
feeling I
Gaza
get,
and
the feeling I get,
Do you
the
have
feeling I
guts to
get.
condemn Netanyahu,
I need
who
to wrap
butchered,
this up.
murdered-
Everyone's, now hang on. The feeling I get, viewers, is very simple. That at any level, let's go after Modi. Use any excuse. I'm not being an apologist here. I'm being a realist. I leave it at this.